So good morning, each one of you. Today we'll continue reading chapter number 10, reaching the age of adolescence. And children, already we have discussed about the hormones, about sex hormones, how the hormones are directly released into the bloodstreams. They do not have the ducts and they reach through the bloodstream to the target site where they respond. So next, and in yesterday's class, we discussed about the reproductive phase in female's life. Now, who is responsible for producing, that is, for determination of the sex of a baby, either a male or either a female? So we are going to discuss today about it. So children, let me tell you before that, total 23 chromosomes are there. And you know where the chromosomes are there? Chromosomes are present in the nucleus, as you have read in chapter number 8. Total, how many chromosomes are there? We are having total 3 chromosomes. Total 3 chromosomes are there. Okay. And out of these, one pair is different. 23 pair of chromosomes. I must say pair. Pair of chromosomes. If I am saying pair, so what you understand by it? 46 chromosomes ho gaye na, if I am talking about 23. So 43 are there in total. Out of it, one chromosome is a sex chromosomes, which is different in males and female. In males, if I am talking about male and female, मेल में होता है ये XY और फीमेल में है ये XX. Did you understood? In males, it is XY and female में क्या है? It is XX. Now what happens during fertilization? जब fertilization होता है, if Y and X combine, if Y and X combines, then a boy is there. Then the boy is formed. If Y and X are combined. और अगर X और X combine होता है, then girl. Have you understood? Let me show
Yes,
you here also. In your book it is written. So total only difference कहाँ पे है हमारे पास? Difference is in the one chromosome, one pair. If Y from male comes, this is a sperm, you know. If Y from the male comes, see, X and Y combine, then what will happen? The birth of a boy will there. And on the other hand, if the X and X combines, then the birth of a girl child is there. So in this way, we can determine the sex of a child. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So only one chromosome, one sex chromosome is different in boys and this in male and female. Okay. Earlier it was said that a female is responsible for it, but it is totally wrong. Female only give birth to a child. That is either a boy or either a girl. But male is responsible, or you can say father is responsible for producing boy or for girl. Because if Y chromosome combine with the X chromosomes, if Y chromosome combine with X, then the birth of a boy is there. If XX chromosomes combine, then the birth of a girl child is there. Am I clear, children? So earlier it was a belief. मैंने अभी आपको बताया, earlier it was a belief that here it is written that so we know that the sex of a chromosome of a father determines the sex of the unborn baby. Otherwise, earlier there was a belief that mother is responsible for the sex of the baby. That is completely wrong. So the blame to her is totally unjustified. to blame a female that she is responsible for giving birth to the girls, that is totally irrelevant. That is not justified. So is it clear till here, children? Let's move further. How is it clear? Have you understood the concept? Next comes
Yes, ma'am.
हार्मोन्स अदर देन सेक्स हार्मोन्स. अभी तक हमने सिर्फ सेक्स हार्मोन्स के बारे में पढ़ा है. नाउ वी विल बी गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द अदर हार्मोन्स. So let's study about the other hormones apart from a pituitary gland. Pratyush, kindly start reading from this paragraph. Apart from a pituitary, the testes and ovaries, there are other endocrine glands in our body. कौन कौन सी ग्लैंड्स के बारे में हम पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं? नाउ वी विल बी स्टडिंग अबाउट endocrine, this thyroid, pancreas and adrenal glands. These are the different glands about which we are going to study. So
Okay, ma'am.
kindly start
From
reading.
10.7.
Yes. From this
Okay,
paragraph you
ma'am.
can Bujo and Paheli.
Okay, ma'am. Bujo and Paheli had once visited their aunt, who was a doctor, and remembered that boy named Kaka had a very big and bulky throat, bulging throat. Their aunt had told them that Kaka was suffering from goitre, a disease of the thyroid gland. Kaka's thyroid gland was not producing the hormone thyroxine.
Okay, children, wait for a second. So it's very, very interesting that a thyroid gland is there. Kindly mark it. Thyroid gland produces which hormones? Thyroxine hormone. It's very important, children, to note down. A disease of thyroid gland and it produces thyroxine hormone. The name of the gland is thyroid, and which hormone it produces? It produces thyroxine hormone. And if that gland is not producing the hormone, then a person suffers from a disease. Which disease is there? A big bulge in the throat. Bulging throat. Big and bulging throat is a disease जिसको हम goiter कहते हैं. Okay? Goiter, the person will suffer from the goiter disease. So first thyroid gland we have discussed about it, and thyroid gland produces hormone thyroxine. Next we'll discuss about the adrenal. Adrenal gland produces the hormone adrenal. And what is the function of this adrenal? It helps us to adjust when we are worrying, when we are in tension, or when we are in stress. It secretes the hormone adrenal and it helps us to adjust in the different situations. Next, one more gland is there, pancreas. Pancreas released insulin. Pancreas releases insulin, and insulin helps to maintain the level of sugar in our body. It maintains the level of sugar. You must have heard that if the person is suffering from the diabetes, he or she is getting the insulin. ठीक है? He or she is getting the insulin. So insulin मतलब क्या है? The outside, from the outside, the sugar, the balance is given to control the sugar. Next, see the position of ovaries in females and testes. One more hormone is there, that is a growth hormone, which helps in the growth of the adrenal. So let's move to the further. Next, I hope you all have understood the different glands and their functions. Last is a growth hormone. So growth hormone, what is the function of this growth hormone? Which is necessary for the normal growth of a person. So for the normal growth of a person, this hormone is very, very important. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? So till here the concept of, I hope the concept of hormones is totally clear to you. So how many hormones are there in our body and different their functions, they work differently. Now next comes role of hormones in completing the life cycle of insects and frog. अभी तो हम ह्यूमन से बात कर रहे थे. Now Hasif, start reading. Role of hormones in completing the life history. So children, already we know that if we talk about the frogs, so what frogs do? They do not directly changes into the frog. First of all, they lay eggs. After laying eggs, there is a complete cycle. Egg to a tadpole to a later tadpole, then it changes to the uh, adult frog. So this process is known as metamorphosis. Start reading from this paragraph, Hasif. This changes from larva to adult.
This change from larva to adult is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is controlled by insect hormones. In a frog, it is controlled by thyroxine. The hormone produced by thyroxine production require the presence of iodine in water. If the water in which the
Tadpoles are growing.
tadpoles are growing does not contain sufficient iodine, the tadpoles cannot become adult.
Okay, but it's very, very important. I hope you have understood. The metamorphosis in insect is controlled by insect hormone. But how the frogs or larva changes into adult by the process of metamorphosis, and to change, what is required? Thyroxine is required. The water in which the thyroxine is not there, in that water, the tadpole will not grow into the adult because they require what they require? They require thyroxine to grow. Okay. So you must have heard, if the people do not have enough iodine in their diet, will they suffer from the goiter? Yes. Already you have read in class 6, they will suffer from the goiter disease. If the child is or the person is not taking a sufficient amount of iodine in their diet. So children, this we have read the role of hormones in completing the life history of insects and frogs.